I'm jumping right back in, back to back. Recording from the last episode with the trial. We're just jumping right back in. No messing around. If you need to know, go watch the episode.
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this?
Before we discuss this.
In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear.
So throw that
It's
out.
better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
Other possibilities.
If something other than a spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is the knife stabbed into his hand, but...
That was definitely a gruesome wound, but it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
Let's see blood out.
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds...
Are we finished already?
I feel like it's possible that we overlooked something.
Overlooked.
Then let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after the other. That might clear some things up.
Exactly! We should cooperate at a time like this.
A fatal wound that wasn't the spear. We don't even know if it actually exists, but if it does, we need to find out what it is no matter what. Monokuma, torture, duct tape, blood, oil, piece of blue paper. Monokuma special poison.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right?
Nope,
It's not the other wounds, right?
it ain't.
With all those wounds. Maybe he simply bled to death.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
Yeah, it is.
I agree with that.
It's Monokuma's secret poison, because you can't see the poison if he's poisoned. Got it?
That's it. I totally forgot about that possibility. If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
Poison?
Yes,
it is
poison.
true that poison is not something we can see, but why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
I remember, when I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange. Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
Poison?
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing.
Hell yeah, it is.
See, now that you mention it, there's no way a toxin like that doesn't relate to the case at all.
If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
Because how could it,
However,
right?
it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
I see. You sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
What does that mean?
He's a Yakuza, man.
But even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood, there's no way we'd notice them easily, right?
Did he wound his body just to camouflage them?
We could have.
That's also a possibility.
But still,
I don't know, though.
both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
His left hand was tied up and gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in it.
Cyanide tooth.
If it was a
Pretty much.
slow-acting poison, it is possible he consumed it in advance.
No, the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Then it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
Ain't
And
possible.
this is when the hardtail appears.
That's why Monokuma didn't let everybody go in to the building, because he had to wait for the vapors to leave.
Totally overvaluing that tail.
The vapor, he
His mouth
turned it
was
into a
covered with
vapor,
duct tape.
so he
If he
breathed it
wanted
in.
to drink poison, how'd he get it past his lips?
If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be impossible.
Ain't impossible.
Just kidding. It's not like we're out of possibilities yet.
Are there any left?
Oh yeah.
No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear.
Since we've already ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him. Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label. Maybe.
It is. The way the poison entered Nagito's body, the answer is written on the warning label. If I should think carefully and try to remember it. Logic dive. This is going to be easy because you can turn it into a. You have to keep it cold so you don't basically turn it into a gas. Gas. Oh, vapor is a gas, I guess. Yeah. Ignore me. Oh, I love the logic dive. Except for when, for some reason, I know I avoided it and it still makes me hit it just because his arm touched it. Oh, I don't like this, though. Too easy for me to screw up. What state was the poison in when it affected Nagito? It was a gas. I mean, we could say solid, but that wouldn't make sense. Woo! Ah, fuck. I should have slowed down if I'm trying to be slick like that. Come on. Oh, I missed! Okay. I should take this slower, maybe. There we go. Making me slow. Oh my goodness. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater here. There's only 2 questions here, so pretty much done of it. How did the poison enter Nagito's body? Through the wounds, through his mouth, through his nose. Well, his nose was the only way he was going to be able to breathe. So, pretty quick and easy that. Oh boy. I need to get health back, boys and girls. Come on. Heal me some because I got that.
What if instead of drinking the poison, we assume he inhaled it?
Inhaled?
It's written on the poison's warning label.
This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle it with care. Though its validity is low, the liquid is very dangerous when vaporized.
Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose!
Breathe that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us?
The reason we didn't breathe in the poisonous gas, I should be able to explain that mystery too. Sprinklers.
I see!
I was gonna say Monokuma, but sprinklers.
The sprinklers in the warehouse. Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
Watered it down.
The poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
No.
Well, this was also written on the poison's warning label.
In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air, it breaks down in minutes, and is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications.
Of course! Hydrolysis!
It was hydrolysis. Hey, I got
The
it right.
chemical bonds that formed the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers.
Also, the poison is apparently denser than air, so it probably didn't affect us because we were standing.
But Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
If it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
I think I see something
Yeah,
black pop up on
the
my
true
screen.
cause of Nagito's death. The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach. It was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
Huh?
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what? In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already!
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. All right. All the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
Well, but
What? There's still more?
I mean, not all the mysteries have been solved yet. In the end, Nagito's motive is still unclear. Did he commit suicide just so he could kill every last one of us? Was that really his motive? Is that really okay?
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
Nagito's motive, Nagito's malice. Is this really okay? Can we really finish this here? No, that can't
There
be.
might have been an accomplice.
And she puts what I have been thinking. I think there was an accomplice, and I think it was the traitor.
Chiaki, what did you just
And I
say?
think it's Chiaki.
If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
Anything that looked like poison?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, It's strange that we couldn't find it there.
The poison was in those plastic bottles that we threw at the fire. If you're not gonna really brought poison to the warehouse, then that thing would have been left behind is the container.
I see!
Are you talking about the container the poison was kept in?
Yeah. If Nagito brought it, it's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere, right?
You can't carry around poison without putting it in a container?
Well, how would you?
Yeah, that was written on the warning label.
Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container, away from sunlight.
The container probably melted in the fire.
It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it'd completely incinerate.
We threw.
Even the plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
Because that was the poison.
Then, does that mean someone got rid of the container?
So that's why you mentioned an accomplice.
That is impossible. I mean, an accomplice? It is just too...
Like, does that really matter all that much? I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
Why are you guys
You're
arguing?
right. You're totally right. That's totally it.
It ain't it.
Isn't it okay to close this case yet? I'm not in the mood for unexpected twists.
Wait, does that make that makes all of us the killer? I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to get hurt anymore by hurting someone else. Everyone's tired of doubting everyone else. I also feel that way. That's why I want to just rule this as Nagito's suicide. If I do that, nobody here has to get hurt. But
That's no good.
Huh?
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else. But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us. He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hoax."
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh?
oh yeah,
The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga. Still, that's pretty messed up.
I think we all killed him.
You just be quiet.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before, right? Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time
It'd be a
to
cool
figure
twist.
out who it is?
Come on, it has to. The poison had to be in the
Like
containers.
Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth.
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing, and we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
There you go. You just said it. What is this feeling just now? Even though it was brief, it was like a strong flash of light running through the back of my head. Maybe what Kanai said just now might be a new clue. From there, I might be able to reach the answer. We Nagito brought the poison, which means the thing used as a container was... Fuck! I'm gonna die again! Okay, we're doing okay. Okay, so... Get rid of them. Get rid of them. What the? Oh, my eye broke. Back, you bitch! Nothing I'm gonna do there. Okay, that's okay. Fire, then get rid of those. Keeping everything clean. Fury or E? E. Why did I do that? I need an N. N. A. E. E. Oh, that one was easier. Thank God.
I got it!
The fire grenades were the poison. We killed Nagito. We're all blackened.
I see. I got it.
We're all the blackened,
The
man.
fire grenades. Nagito put the poison inside one of the fire grenade canisters and transported it to the warehouse.
Only one. Okay.
He used one of the fire grenade canisters?
Yeah, the container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken away by someone. Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place. As long as he put the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse, it can be hidden with the other fire grenades we used, so there's no need to dispose of the container later.
Bastard. He totally knew we were gonna throw those fire grenades.
Which means, did Nagito exchange the contents of a fire grenade?
Yep.
Yeah, that has to be it.
When I first discovered those fire grenades, I tried to study them a little bit, but the canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
You just have to peel off that seal and swap the insides, right?
That is true, but there was no sign he was even at the break room.
Hold on. Did you say aluminum?
Hajime. Could it be?
If so, then there's no mistake. Nagito definitely swapped the contents of one of the fire grenades.
Seriously? That's impossible. Miss Sonia just said so right now.
Miss Sonia just said that right now. I don't care what she said. Like, I don't care what she just said, man.
Sonia's words are proof that the poison was swapped with the contents of a fire grenade.
Huh?
Sonia's words contain a clue for the contents of the grenade. Yeah. Piece of blue paper.
I can prove it with this.
That does look like a seal now that I look at it.
Take a look. We found this under Nagito's bed when we were investigating his cottage.
Huh? That's just a piece of trash.
No, that is not just a piece of trash. The seal I saw on that fire grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum.
You
Yep.
found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's room. We also found a gas mask and gloves under his bed, too.
So that's how he first dealt with the
Did
poison.
he use those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
It's a dangerous poison after all. He took extreme caution when swapping it.
So what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in, and died, right? So in the end, he still fucking committed suicide. Enough already!
He didn't.
You're right.
Didn't.
The canister wasn't
Not in my
thrown away.
head.
Then it just means that there wasn't an accomplice after all.
See, I told you. The conclusion is still the same. Nagito committed suicide.
If one of
End
us threw the
story.
canister, one of us killed him.
I admit that there wasn't an accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding.
But. Fuck, why does that happen? I don't know.
You're right.
In actuality, the truth is even more horrifying.
Yeah, one of us accidentally
What did
killed
you
him.
say?
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
What the hell? Do you still want to keep going?
Is this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide.
It wasn't.
No, it's not.
Jackie?
I'm sorry, but I just realized it.
This is
Realized what?
We
traumatizing.
know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison, so when was it deployed in the warehouse? When did Nagito breathe in the poison? When I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
The horrifying truth?
It probably happened at the same time.
The moment the fire grenades were brought, and the moment Nagito breathed in the poison were the same. Could that moment be when we all threw the grenades?
See! Are you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
I think I just seen some light in the my clouds. Cool.
Yeah, I think so. When we all threw the grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse,
We killed the motherfucker.
the poison was deployed, and it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito.
If that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
One of us.
What the heck?
One of us threw the poison grenade that killed Nagito?
Yep.
Hold on a sec. Then Nagito was...
It would mean he didn't kill himself.
You said so yourself. You said Nagito committed suicide.
Yep.
Then who killed Nagito?
You mean, who's the actual killer, right?
Do you know?
Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
Prepared it. First, prepared the poison fire grenade that killed. One of us.
Crap!
No. Well, it's Nagito.
I see.
No, he prepared it. Yes. Okay.
It was
I knew
Nagito,
that, but-
obviously. We just discussed this a few minutes ago.
Then who set the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poison grenade?
The person who set the warehouse on fire was Nagito.
See.
That was also Nagito.
Hey, how many times are you gonna ask the same damn questions?
The
It's
next
different.
question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
The reason Nagito set the warehouse on fire was to make someone throw the poison.
I see.
Okay.
Don't tell me. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
He set the fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
It was a trap,
A trap?
preparing the poison, creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was all a setup by Nagito.
Crazy
It was all
motherfucker.
a trap to make one of us throw the poison grenade.
Seriously, I'm asking you who threw it.
I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either.
Could it be... Was that Nagito's trap?
This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do. And for that reason, he put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades. Setting
Wow.
up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
What? What the hell?
Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he manipulated someone else into killing him?
Wow.
To do that, he set a trap to force someone to kill him. The poison grenade and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin point. All the fire grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor. Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison, and then...
Hold on. If that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death. It might be the poison's fault they let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one.
Even so, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
That's right! Nagito's killer is the one who made him breathe the poison!
You dirty fucker.
Are you fucking serious?
That was his trap all along. Even the wounds all over his body. It was all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened. His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve. He wanted to prove to us there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out. After all, a mystery that can be solved is destined to be solved in the end.
I am baffled. Because that is genius.
However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved. As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces. For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair. Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick. Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up.
It is my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades. I am so sorry. Please vote me as the killer.
That's not the fucking issue here.
It's not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
But what should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is?
You can't.
It's impossible.
Impossible?
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse.
However, Monokuma also does not know who the killer is, right?
That's right. There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras. If Monokuma doesn't know, his trial doesn't count. Isn't that right?
You know, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever. I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times.
How?
I know
would
you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonia. And one of those visits seemed to take a while.
Please stop! I will never become queen!
How can you? I'm so sure. I mean, how can you have such an awful power?
So, of course this trial still counts. Do your very best to guess who the killer is.
Yes, he says. How the hell are we supposed to do that?
Is giving up all we can do?
No, it's too early to give up.
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
No!
Even though it's just a hunch, it's possible that it's probably...
There's...
There's one way, I think.
Uh-huh.
Really?
I really don't think so.
Is it alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more time from the beginning? I want to make sure my hunch is correct. Hajime, please.
That's right, it doesn't mean the trial's over yet, even though I don't know who killed Nagito. Should be clear what kind of trap he set. Then I have to do it, even if it leads to despair.
Got it. Let's do this then.
I believe it's we all did it. I think he filled more than one bottle for whatever reason. Okay, so what do we got here? What was inside Nagito's refrigerator? Well, I obviously don't have that right now. Right before switching the poison, let's remove the lid. And what's placed inside the break room? Well, the bottle. So that ain't it. Place that up. What's beyond the Monokuma panel? His whole body wasn't tied up. Spear in order to hurt himself. The plushie is ready. And the reason we went to the warehouse was the laptop, and inside the thrown fire grenade was the poison. Okay. One of these still fits. I think it's the putting the tape over his mouth. Okay. Well, one of these is this. We may as well stay down here. Boom. I do love doing this part. How did he support the spear? Oh god, the spear with my left hand. Sneak attacking my left hand with a knife. Refrigerator. Do that. Inside his refrigerator was the poison. beyond the Monokuma panel. Boom. Last stop. This was beyond it. Poison.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Too bad.
The person who actually arranged this incident was the victim, Nagito Komaeda.
Yeah.
He kept a specific item inside his cottage that he needed for his plan, Monokuma's special poison, which he brought with him from the Octagon. Using the gloves and gas mask that he got from the military base, Nagito swapped the contents of a fire grenade he took from the plushie factory break room with that poison.
Yep.
When he did that, a specific item was left as evidence, the blue aluminum seal on the grenade.
This is just one. They're saying you only filled one.
With that,
Okay.
Nagito finished making the poisoned fire grenade, took it with him to the factory,
Placed it back in the break room.
and put it back with the rest of the grenades in the break room.
What a genius this man truly was.
The next morning, Nagito appeared before us and declared that he hid a bomb somewhere. While we were looking for the bomb, that's when Nagito headed over to the goods warehouse. In order to set up a fire, Nagito arranged the Monokuma panels in a line going from the door to the curtain and placed an oil lighter in front of it. From there, Nagito set his insane plan in motion.
I say we all killed him, and that's what I think what the solution's gonna be.
He hung the spear that he took from Nezumi Castle from the ceiling girder by its cord.
Went to town on
Then he
himself.
tied
too.
his arms and legs at the back of the warehouse with rope. However, he burnt off the rope on his right arm beforehand. In doing so, he made sure that only his right hand was free, while his remaining arm and legs were tied up. As he gripped the tip of the rope hanging over the ceiling girder with his left hand, he lay down face up, just beneath the dangling spear.
Duct tape
But this
himself.
was just the beginning of Nagito's plan. And then, he did something no one could have predicted. First, he covered his mouth with duct tape, and after making sure he was unable to scream, he stabbed himself with the knife multiple times in his left arm and in both of his thighs. Finally,
Oh, that would suck.
he propped the knife on the plushie and slammed his right hand onto the blade. He didn't just want us to think he was tied up. He also wanted us to think he'd been tortured. Through all this, Nagito never let go of the spear. His plan still wasn't over. In fact, it was just about to begin. Meanwhile, we finally arrived at the plushie factory and found Nagito's message. After seeing his message, we instantly made our way to the warehouse. But that was part of Nagito's plan.
Because that started the fire.
We opened the door to the warehouse, which inadvertently started the Monokuma panel domino effect. The panels fell one after another until they reached the lighter, tipped it over, and ignited the curtain. Shocked by the sudden fire, we rushed to the factory's break room to obtain some fire-extinguishing grenades. We then aimed for the fire's origin point, which was the curtain, and unloaded the entire supply. It never occurred to us that one of those grenades was the poisoned grenade that Nagito had prepared.
And how would you?
The poison sank to the floor, instantly vaporizing due to the intense heat, and spread everywhere. The poison gas quickly drifted to the curtain at the back of the warehouse, where Nagito was. Also, Monokuma's poison has a unique quality in which it becomes heavier than air when vaporized. That poison gas completely surrounded the area where Nagito lay face up on the floor. There, Nagito inhaled the poison, and if it didn't instantly kill him, he certainly lost consciousness. Which caused him to let go of the rope in his left hand, and the falling spear plunged into his stomach.
Cause of death was inhalation of poison. but it
This
doesn't
is
look that
all
way.
the information related to Nagito's plan. His true intention was to set one of us up as the killer. At this time, we still don't know who the killer is, because the killer wasn't aware they killed someone.
It's all
Try
of
as
y'all,
we
though.
might, we cannot reach that truth. That was Nagito's trap. In conclusion, the fact that we can't determine the killer's identity
Means we're all the killer. It means we're all the killer.
This should be the truth behind Nagito's trap.
How about it, Chiaki? Will that help you figure out who the killer is?
Chiaki?
Just as I thought. It's impossible, isn't it?
You say we just have to vote for someone?
What Hajime said is probably true. That's part of the reason why I thought it was a little strange.
What do you think's
Did
strange?
Nagito really not care who the killer was?
No, he cared. He wanted to be the traitor.
He said this to us earlier.
He said he would weed out the traitor. It's going to be fine. I'm pretty sure everything will work out in the end, because he is the ultimate luck. After all, there's no way Hope can lose. Absolute hope that could break through any despair could never lose at a place like this. And not only that, I believe in all of you. I believe in the time we spent together.
That feeling of belief is at the heart of his trick. He believed we'd notice the fire grenades. He believed we'd try to extinguish the flames, and he believed we'd fall into his trap. By believing in us, Nagito was able to put his life-threatening
So
plan
no,
into
there
effect.
is one killer, but it is specifically the traitor because of his ultimate luck. Because he wanted the killer to pick up the grenade.
What do you mean, believe?
And what's wrong with that?
There's one more thing, remember? Something that Nagito believed in from the bottom of his heart. I want you to try to remember what that is.
What Nagito believed in. His talent.
See! Nagito believed in his talent as the ultimate lucky student.
After all this time we spent together, I believe in you guys. And more than anything, I believe in my ultimate luck. So it's definitely going to be alright.
I guess the last thing he could believe in was his own talent.
That's not so strange, really. Most of us here have been relying on the same thing.
But, in his case, it was pretty remarkable, wasn't it? It almost seemed like he had blind faith in it.
He
You're
did.
right. The same thing happened when he cleared the final dead room at the funhouse.
It wasn't life-threatening at all. There is lightning inside again. It was a little escape room that was the Russian roulette. Russian roulette? It's a game where you load one bullet into the gun, spin the cylinder, point toward you, and pull the trigger. So you really did it. Oh, so that's how you're supposed to play it. So it would have been fine to use one bullet, huh? I guess it was just as Monokuma said. I misunderstood and thought I had to take one bullet out of the cylinder, so that's how I did it. You had a 1 in 6 chance of surviving? But I'm still alive, after all. The only thing I'm good for is how lucky I am. And he did the same thing when the first killing happened at the old building near the hotel. He depended on his luck and was able to get cleaning duty just as he wanted. That's right, I just trusted in my luck. I trusted I'd be picked for cleaning duty. You just relied on your luck. It's not just luck, it's true my talent is trash, but I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know. I'm left with the red mark? For some reason, well, for someone called the ultimate lucky student, you don't seem very lucky right now. At the time, Hajime said I wasn't lucky, but it was actually the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for cleaning duty just like I wanted.
But his luck doesn't have anything to do with the case this time.
I just thought it was strange that it doesn't connect to anything.
Dies!
He factored in his belief in us. But for some reason, he didn't factor in his own luck. No, there's no way. I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about.
What did he do?
No, he wasn't just after anybody. He probably had a target. A target he was aiming for all along. A person to set up as the killer.
A target? Who?
That's
The
great.
target's true identity. Even Nagito didn't know it. That's why he relied on being the ultimate lucky student and incorporated that luck into his plan. As long as he had his luck, he believed the target he was after would pick up the fire grenade.
You mean he left his plan to luck?
He risked his life for that?
He probably risked his life just so his ultimate luck could decide this.
Who is it? Who's the target Nagito was after?
No, I don't even have to ask. I should already know what that answer is.
I see!
The traitor!
That's it. The traitor. Nagito was after the traitor, huh?
Oh yeah, he was.
Then he relied on his luck to weed out the traitor?
Nagito didn't know who the traitor was until the very end. All he could do was rely on his own luck.
Then what he said in his video message...
It won't work with just any student handbook if you want to disarm that bomb. You have to use the traitor's student handbook. To be honest, I found out who the traitor was after secretly monitoring everyone's activity, but I was a little annoyed that they never came forward.
So he was just bluffing.
That's probably true. By that point, his plan should have already been in motion.
Then it's just as Nagito said at the beginning. His purpose was to weed out the traitor. If we just believed what Nagito said, we would have reached the answer much quicker. The reason this took so damn long, was it really because we didn't believe in him?
If he just wanted to out the traitor, he didn't have to go this far and make that person the killer. Damn it! We're all in a huge bind because of that.
It means he wants us to beat the traitor.
By finding out who the traitor is, our hopes will shine even brighter by overcoming that despair. That's something he'd say.
Mon ami, it looks like you've got something you want to say. But you better just keep your mouth shut.
And that concludes my argument. Nagito's plan was to make the traitor kill him. What are you gonna do? Are you guys gonna believe me?
He relied on his luck to aim for a target, but he didn't even know who he was aiming for. It seems way too unbelievable to actually have
The
happened,
only
but...
thing we can do is believe.
If we don't, then we'd just be relying on our luck when we cast our votes.
But even if we do believe, what should we do? I mean, if we don't know who the target is, there's no way we can even vote.
You are absolutely right. It is hard to think the traitor would reveal themselves now.
We already did.
If, by chance, the traitor revealed themselves during that bomb scare, what would have happened? Would it have stopped Nagito from acting so reckless?
Huh?
But they couldn't help it. Even if they wanted to reveal themselves, they couldn't do it because they weren't created to do that.
Created.
Chiaki?
What's wrong, Chiaki? Get a hold of yourself! That's why I want you guys to guess.
You want us to guess?
Yeah, I want you to guess.
What? What does that mean?
Who do you think it is, Hajime? Who do you think the Future Foundation sent to infiltrate your group as the traitor?
It's you!
Why?
A traitor who's not allowed to think that they're different from everyone else.
Why?
A traitor who can only interact with everyone as a traitor.
Why?
Because that's the nature of their existence. They can only exist as a traitor.
Seriously, why?
Who do you think is the traitor? Hajime, please.
It's you. It's motherfucking you, Chiaki. I was right all along.
It's
Technically, that's Chiaki.
you?
Killed. Haha.
Chiaki, you're the traitor?
Please! Hold on! Aw, you totally guessed right.
That voice changed.
Just as expected. Yep, you're correct. I'm the traitor. The agent sent by the Future Foundation to hide among you all is me.
Well, you're not making sense. Damn it! Why? That's some good lightning too, Jesus. This nonsense is why... Why does this make sense?
Hey, Chiaki, are you being serious right now?
Chiaki is the traitor? That is a lie, right? Surely you must be joking.
She's not jesting here.
I'm sorry. It's the truth.
Hey, what are you saying sorry for?
What does this mean? Up till now, you've been tricking us?
What? We were not tricked! After all, we have been working together all this time. We have been helping each other all this time. Chiaki, being a traitor, being a member of that horrifying Future Foundation, that is obviously a lie!
It's not a lie, though.
Please, wait! The Future Foundation isn't what you think it is!
Shut the fuck up! We're talking to Chiaki!
No, I have nothing more to say.
Why?
Because we already know the killer's true identity.
You.
So the only thing left to do is vote.
Hold on! We're not satisfied yet!
If you say you are the traitor, please provide an explanation that will help us understand. We cannot vote until we are satisfied. That is what you said earlier, Chiaki.
Hey, if you're really the traitor, why'd you wait till now to reveal yourself?
It's weird, isn't it? Waiting until right now to out yourself.
It's definitely strange, right? Or rather, why was I able to do that? Maybe I wanted to protect everyone, no matter the cost.
Huh?
Hey, Hajime, can you do me a small favor?
Favor? Me?
I want you to prove to them that I'm the traitor.
What? What are you saying? Why do I have to do that?
I want to explain everything to you guys, but as I expected, that's rather difficult. That's why the only thing I can do is plead with you. I want you to do it. I believe you can prove it.
Whether I can prove it or not, that's not the problem. Don't you understand? You may as well be asking me to kill you. There's no way I can do that.
I'm very sorry, but this is the only way.
We gotta
So
kill her?
please.
Looks like we gotta do what we can. It's not like I believe she's the traitor. There's just no way we can ignore this without confirming it.
If she was just disguised or something, this would have been a heck of a lot easier for us to understand, but...
She's not disguised at all, 'cause Chiaki isn't the traitor.
Monami?
Too bad. I'm not part of the same group as that girl. I don't know anything about that girl at all.
Hey, are you trying to cover for her like that? You suck!
I've always been alone. I have no friends anywhere. That's why I have no relation to Chiaki whatsoever.
Hajime, you're going to listen to my request, right?
Sure!
Chiaki isn't my friend.
She's your friend.
I hate Chiaki so much.
Monami and Chiaki's relationship proving it here. Is that the only way? Panic talk action.
Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along. I won't let you. First open and mix.
May as well fever it.
I can't lose. I won't let you.
Come on.
First open and mix.
'Cause I don't got much health.
Lower your grades.
Pretty low. Not a genius.
Hajime, you stupid face. Let's all get along.
Yeah, don't get wrong.
Hajime, you stupid face. Let's all get along. I won't let
God. May as well get going
you.
again.
Open and mix.
That was bad.
I can't lose. Chiaki and I aren't best
Oh.
friends.
Monami's notebook.
This is the end!
Because that notebook was Chiaki's doing.
When we investigated Nagito's cottage, I discovered a notebook with the new Sami logo on it. That's your notebook, right? The one Nagito stole from you.
I don't know. I don't know.
And she's the only one that knew how to try to go to
tell
the
me.
dead room.
Is that where the traitor's true identity is written?
That's right! Since I knew something like this would happen, I made sure to bring it here today.
Erabi Monokuma.
So sudden?
Give me that notebook!
The day when I was able to talk to him for the first time today, Monokuma showed up when things turned bad. Byakuya is the leader, a lot of things happened today, everyone's retired. What is this? This is Monami's diary. Oh, fuck.
Is this Monami's diary?
It is.
Is the traitor's identity written in here?
Nagito was probably looking for that too. So that might be why he stole the notebook. But you wouldn't know who the traitor is just by reading this notebook. Of course, Nagito wouldn't know either.
But you would.
It's different for me.
You know?
It took me this long. I finally understand.
No, the truth is I might have already known the moment I found this notebook. It's just I wanted to turn my eyes from the truth it contained. But now I clearly know. I can't help it now.
First of all, this isn't Monami's diary. Apparently she can't write.
Then the one who wrote this is...
Someone connected to Monami. Meaning, it's not a mistake to think that the traitor wrote it.
If so, is this like a report that the traitor was sending to Monami?
Is it evidence that they were observing our actions and reporting to Monami?
But how would you know who the traitor is from that?
Because, as There's an entry written in here that only me and one other person would know.
What we discussed in that entry, Jumbo Carl, future called the Final Dead Room. Oh yeah, we got it.
In the notebook, there was a specific entry.
We've been in the funhouse for 3 days, everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go into the Final Dead Room. He's probably panicking because no one believes him.
There it is. It's true. I tried to go inside the Final Dead Room, but the only one who knew that
was Chiaki. If I win the Life Thunder game here, I'll be able to go to that Octagon place, right? That's where the exit should be. I did it. I finally did it. I finally figured out where the exit is. I can get out with this. I can finally get out. You can't do that. You shouldn't go in there. You won't find what you're looking for.
That's right. The only person who knew that is Chiaki. That's why Chiaki is the only person who could have possibly written about this.
There must be some mistake. I mean, if Chiaki is the traitor, what was all that time we spent with her? Was that all a lie too?
Miss Sonia.
Chiaki is... She is being controlled by Monokuma. That is why
Nah, she
we should
ain't.
help her.
I'm not satisfied either. I mean, if you were the traitor, there's no way you'd do something so stupid when we found the bomb.
It's really stupid to fight over something like this. And so, with an annoyed expression on her face, Chiaki walked over to the bombs without saying a word, took out her handbook out of her pocket, and without hesitating, swiped the card reader. That's why I said she knew. Looks like it was wrong.
Now that you mention it, Chiaki immediately went to the card reader with her handbook.
She tested it out right away after being told it would only react to the traitor's handbook.
Because she didn't want everyone to blow
That
up.
doesn't make any sense. A traitor would be more cautious than that.
Chiaki probably knew the bomb was a fake. That's why she also knew Nagito's trap was a bluff.
She knew? That is a mistake. That must be a mistake. Why are you saying such things? Do you really want Chiaki to be the traitor?
She is.
Of course not.
I will not believe it. I refuse to believe Chiaki is a traitor. There is just no way.
I don't want to believe it either. I don't want to believe it, but...
Then nobody will be saved.
Make your argument. Sonia's account, Monokuma's account, Monami's notebook, gas mask, and a piece of paper.
Chiaki is...
What was her account again? Her own account. Because Monami.
When we were trying to turn off the bomb, didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
There's no way Chiaki would have known
Wrong.
if that bomb was fake or not. The only person who knew it was a fake was... me, when I tried to detonate it.
Nope.
That's not it.
You are 100% wrong, girl. I hate to break the news.
That's not it. Sonia shouldn't have been the only one who knew it was a fake. Monami was also there when you found out the bomb at the military base wasn't real. You said so yourself.
Is that true, Miss Sonia?
Chiaki heard about it from Monami. That's why she knew the bomb was a fake.
Since I've been found out, I'll just confess. The reason I couldn't tell anyone I knew the bomb was a fake was because if I had said that, I would have had to explain how I heard about it from Monami.
I do not want to hear that.
Really? You're gonna make me do
Enough
this?
already. Please do not say another word. I do not want this anymore. I am so very tired of doubting people.
Sonia.
And just because she knew the bomb was a fake does not mean we should decide she is the traitor!
Sonia, stop. So his account, Monokuma's account, Monami's account. I think it's gonna be Monokuma's account.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor! If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too! After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Oh, not a cuts, out of cuts. Out of cuts.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor! If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too. After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
You can't win this. She's panicking pretty badly. I won't have enough words if I counter her right away. You best wait for Sonia's word.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor. If
Okay.
that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too.
Fuck.
After all, I also knew the bomb was fake.
Okay. Nice hint. Nice hint. That was pretty smart.
Knowing it was a fake isn't the problem. What matters is who told her. What matters is that she heard about it from Monami.
There was some...
Also, what's Monokuma's account? However, he apparently never revealed that fact to anyone.
Who knew that bomb was fake?
Well,
That someone is Monokuma! Monokuma said so earlier, correct? He knows
did.
everything about this island.
he does.
Monokuma probably told Chiaki that it was fake beforehand.
Yeah. Monokuma said he knew, but he didn't tell anybody.
You're right. Monokuma probably knew the bomb was a fake. But Monokuma shouldn't have told anyone either.
Then where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used? I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bombs were all fakes. I know that already. You should have said so earlier. Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time, if you would feel relieved.
That... Monokuma may have just been lying.
No, he won't lie at times like this. You already know that.
Hajime, are you going to believe Monokuma over Chiaki?
That's not it.
It's just, even if Chiaki is the traitor, is it really okay to vote for her? That basically just means we have to believe in Nagito's luck, right?
Yes.
That's not it.
Are you telling us to trust his luck? Are you telling us to entrust our lives to that bastard?
There's no way I can believe in Nagito.
I'm telling you, that's not it. We shouldn't believe in Monokuma or Nagito. We have to believe in Chiaki.
Huh?
It doesn't matter who the traitor is. Even if Chiaki is the traitor, that's not the Chiaki I know.
Oh,
I
man.
believe in the Chiaki who's been with us this whole time. That Chiaki is saying she wants to protect us with her life. So the only thing we can do is believe her. If we don't, nobody's going to be saved.
Damn it.
Hey, can you listen to me a little? There's nothing to be sad about, you know? 'Cause this is different from what happened before.
Before.
Unlike before, you guys don't have to stay alive by doubting someone.
You just gotta believe
You
in them.
guys can stay alive by believing in me.
Are you telling us to believe in you and sacrifice you? That is just too cruel.
I'm sorry.
Chiaki!
Monami, I'm sorry too. You're probably gonna get scolded by a lot of different people for this, but still, I want to protect everyone by any means. And I'm happy that I'm able to do that.
It's not up to me to decide whether that's right or wrong. However, I believe it's truly amazing that you were able to think like that. We could even call this a miracle.
Hey, what have you two been talking about? Everyone's jaws are dropping, you know?
I know. It's voting time, right?
Hey, Chiaki.
You don't have to worry. Believe in me, and cast your vote.
Damn it!
Why did it end up like this?
Because it did. Because she was the traitor. Beans. Wow. What a trial. Just what a trial. So it was a suicide, but it was like a forced suicide. I'm gonna say that's what I'm gonna call it. Well, forced kill, but it was to make it look like suicide. Wow. Just wow. Wow. I'm gonna hit quit because I need to save. It's not fair. But we will have to the trial's done, but we will have to conclude this in the next episode, guys, because we're at the hour mark. So in the next episode, we will probably conclude the whole chapter. We will see what's going to happen to Chiaki. I don't know, man. This is a roller coaster of emotion for me, because Chiaki is, like, up there as my favorite character, even, maybe. Her and Soda were my two favorites, I think, yeah. I don't know. Nagito was up there, but for different reasons. I don't know. Wow, alright. I guess we'll conclude this and see what goes on in the next episode, guys. So please comment, like, subscribe, tell me what you think, what you thought. Did you have it guessed like me that Chiaki was the traitor? I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye for now.